There are a number of environmental advantages for the source water system. The biggest, of course, is that it creates a way to replace freshwater consumption with wastewater consumption, thereby freeing up freshwater for the people and uses that really need it. Whereas in the case of oil and gas production, truly the industry now understands that there is no need for fresh water in unconventional oil and gas production. It's really just a matter of convenience, that it's easy to find it. So by making it easy to find non-fresh water, we can replace all of that freshwater consumption with non-freshwater or wastewater consumption. So that's a really big environmental benefit. But there are a number of other benefits as well. For example, the disposal of wastewater today basically occurs through two methods. One is disposal into what are called Class 2 underground injection control disposal wells. So this is an EPA regulated well that's a hole that goes deep underground below the water table that has been approved for disposing of hazardous substances like oil and gas wastewater. And you pump the wastewater down into the well and it never comes back. The problem with that is that that water's been removed from the hydrological cycle permanently, forever. It's about the only use of water you can think of where the water will never come back. And so in areas that are water stressed, and in the big picture really for the environment as a whole, you really want to keep that water in circulation if you can, as much as possible. The other way that wastewater gets disposed of today is by sending it to treatment facilities. And the treatment facilities will process the water, take most of the pollutants out, and then discharge it into a surface water body, usually a river or a stream. The problem with that is that, first, many of those treatment facilities were built and designed before the advent of wastewater from hydraulic fracturing. And so they weren't really designed to deal with some of the stuff that's in that wastewater. And as a result, some of those pollutants can slip through the process and end up being discharged in the surface water. And usually it still meets whatever the regulatory requirements are for discharging wastewater, but that's not to say that it's water that perfectly matches the quality of what was in the stream or the river before. It's still not ideal. It meets regulatory requirements, but it's not perfect. It's better not to discharge that water if you can help it. And so in all cases, the best thing that you can do with wastewater from oil and gas production is use it in place of fresh water for stimulating a new well. That's just the best thing you can do with it from an environmental standpoint. And so Sourcewater facilitates that by allowing the companies that are about to complete or stimulate a new well with the companies that happen to have wastewater for disposal right now. And by connecting all those dots within a region, we're able to create a very efficient system that has a much better environmental outcome as well.